He was amazing. I mean, probably Madrid was one of the best shows on the tour, alongside with Barcelona, and Berlin was great, and many other cities. I mean, the tour has been amazing. Most of the shows have been sold out. Tonight in Toulouse, was a show that had been sold out for a while. And it's a great start for this new chapter of our career, Machine Messiah, new album, the first tour of this new album, playing a lot of new songs, and it's great, really enjoying a lot. Bikini, we play so many times here in different eras of our career, and the French crowd has always been so, powerful and important for Brazilian, our Sepultura history, let's say. Since the very first time we came to Europe, France was really very welcome to our sound, especially when we mixed with the Brazilian music. I think Roots, France was one of the first places that really embraced that new Sepultura that we were doing, and it's always good to be back, especially with the new album, like I said, playing new stuff. We just celebrated 30 years of Sepultura in this last tour we did with Mediator and everything, so it feels like a new phase in our career, so it's always good to revisit places and to show something new, so we're very happy about it, we work very hard to do an album like this. We want to really to explore our musicianship, play the best that we could. Of course, Eloy Casagrande, our drummer, brought a lot of new possibilities to our music, to my guitar writing, and to bass and to vocals and everything, and we really wanted to do something different, like every album we want to try to do a different, because we travel so much, we have the privilege to visit so many different places and to go and meet new people, and ideas are always flowing in our heads, so it was really cool to go to Sweden as well, to work with Jens Bogren, a great producer, very different from every other producers that we worked before. And the people are really listening to the album on this tour. Like I said, we're playing a lot of new songs. We play 5 new songs in an hour set, which is a lot, for a band for with 33 years of a career. But that's our intention, is really to present the new stuff, Machine Messiah, the new album. It is like a storyline going on, every song is very different from each other. We wanted to build this album atmosphere. The cover is very colorful. It shows the diversity of our music, introducing violins from Tunisia, from the first time, and among any other, a lot of other different details, Derek singing, more, and yeah, but I mean, the response has been amazing, very positive, and it's great that our fans really grow together with us, Of course, you have the haters and stuff, and we welcome them. They are a part of, a Sepultura fan, base, because they listen to Sepultura, they talk shit about Sepultura, but they are listening to our music, So, but it's great, Overall, it's been, overwhelming, response that we are very, very happy and motivated, to do it. I don't know, I mean, Jens Bogren have like a great sense of humor, which was very important, because this album was not easy to record. We really, like I said, we wanted to explore our most abilities, in our instrument, and really play the best that we could. And we were very focused, and we prepare ourselves physically and mentally to do that, But at the same time, the sense of humor is always around, and it's great. I mean, we did this video that I pick up the guitar very pissed off and I throw the guitar in a pond, in the water and stuff. A lot of people thought that was real, but it wasn't. But it was great, because we were there like, in a very heavy schedule, like every day, waking up early and really recording and building, step by step. And it's great that when Jens comes with this, crazy ideas, we have our friend Dave filming everything, doing the making of, and the studio diaries and stuff. And he came, both came up with that idea. And it was good, to break a little bit of that tension, and that responsibility to be there all the time and record, because the studio is a totally different environment from the live stage. Live stage, you have a lot more freedom and stuff, but in the studio, you know, it's like you're doing a surgery, you know, you see the DNA of the music, you know. So yeah, but I think, you know, that was a really cool stuff that happened that was very positive and very healthy, you know, for the whole thing.
Okay,
I
thank you
don't
very
know,
much.
I don't think there's a secret. It's just like Sepultura always lived in the present. You know, we are here now. You know, that's the most important thing. It's now. Of course, the past is a beautiful thing. You know, we have a beautiful history behind all the stuff that we achieved. You know, coming from Brazil and playing all around the world. You know, regardless of the changes that happen inside and outside the band, and we're still here. You know, so it's a great feeling to be here now. You know, I mean, you only feel the past because you're here, and you only project the future also because you're here. You know, so I think that's our biggest achievement, to be here now. You know, I think we're living our best moment. We have an amazing formation. We're friends. We talk to each other. We enjoy being with each other on the road. You know, conquering new things for Sepultura. You know, every day we build this band. You know, every day we wake up, we're doing a new Sepultura, and that's the beauty of it. You know, of life itself. You know, and our families, of course. You know, we've been away and touring and etc. But they are the, how can I put it? Like one of the big pillars. You know, that keep Sepultura alive and well. You know, so. I think the biggest achievement is what we are today, you know, and the rest is just a consequence of that, you know. So we just don't really think too much in advance, you know. Of course, we have our plans and touring and albums and stuff, but I mean, what's most important is it's now, all of them. Even the album I was not involved. I mean, there's two, you know, Bestial and Morbid Visions, and but it showed, you know, a lot of energy and a lot of potential, you know. And Schizophrenia was my first album. Very proud of that, you know, because with that album we finally got a contract, you know, to put Sepultura worldwide with Roadrunner and Beneath the Remains, and Against, you know, after Max left the band, we found Derek that kept this band together, and you know, here we are celebrating 33 years. Derek is with us 20 years now, you know, celebrating 20 years. And I don't know, it's great, you know, it's a beautiful career, and here we are. I don't know, I mean, I don't care too much about, you know, like those names, you know. I listen to music, you know. How can you define Opeth, for instance, you know, or Rush, you know, bands like that, or even Led Zeppelin, you know, that so diverse, you know, they did reggae, they did pop, they did everything, you know, heavy, orchestral stuff, you know, and I like music, you know. It's I like blues, I like classical music, especially classical guitar, you know, bossa nova. It's great, you know, very Brazilian, you know. There's so many different things, you know, and names and stamps, you know. People create that from outside, you know. I mean, even Black Sabbath, you know, they don't feel the creators. They don't feel themselves the creators of heavy metal, you know. But they were. I mean, we think they were, you know. Without them, you know, heavy metal wouldn't be possible. But they were not doing that consciously, you know, at the time. They were just expressing themselves, you know. And people have this tendency to label and name things, you know. And with art, you know, you cannot really, you know, like Salvador Dali or Picasso or, you know, Stravinsky, you know, it's really hard to label them, you know, because they are very pure art, you know, pure form of art, you know. So, yeah, I like music.
Okay.
It was the first I mean, Kiss and Queen, you know, both bands that really started that rock and roll, and then Iron Maiden, you know, Def Leppard, of course, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, but it started with Kiss and Queen.
Okay. Thank you.
Was my route.
Okay, so thank you very much. Andreas.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, here's Andreas Kisser from Sepultura, and you are on United Rock Nations. Destroy.